Hello. Hmm? Okay. Okay. Okay, let's start. So, the important news and articles from 1st of March to the 7th of March this week, starting from Saturday, Sunday to Saturday. So first topic is biodiversity leak. So these topics, like these terms which are in news, it is very interesting also and same time difficult also if you do not understand the meaning. Biodiversity leak, what is it and what is the meaning? What kind of questions can come from biodiversity leak concept? You know? So what is the news? News is conservation efforts in wealthy nations may worsen biodiversity loss in other countries. So this is the meaning of biodiversity leak. In the title itself, in the news title itself, they have given this definition that what is biodiversity leak? Matlab means that biodiversity is leaking, but this is related to the conservation effort. We need to conserve biodiversity, which is already degrading in certain parts of the world, right? And almost all, but certain areas it is degrading at maximum. So what is this? Conservation effort happening in other places, right? From wealthy nations to other places. And why this is happening? So see, the reason also they have given that local restoration of agricultural landscape to meet biodiversity target can cause net harm due to biodiversity leak. Means if one country wants to conserve the biodiversity, but at the same time, see, they are conserving the biodiversity. If Europe is conserving the biodiversity, but there is a need, there is a demand of the services from the nature, yes or no? But how will they get this demand, get the product and services from the nature? So they will start importing the goods from other countries, yes or no? Because if they stop cutting the woods, but still they need woods now, right? So they are conserving their area, but same time they are doing what? They are destructing other areas. So this is biodiversity leak, biodiversity degradation, shifting from one place to another place. Okay, so this is the leak, that one country is saving its biodiversity, same time it is putting pressure in some other biodiverse rich countries. Okay, so this is biodiversity leak in simple sense. Understood? What is the meaning of biodiversity leak? Can you tell me? Hmm? Degradation happening. Huh. Huh. So displacement of the biodiversity degradation in some other country. Okay, one country is preserving, but same time putting pressure in some other areas. So this is what recent study published in Science Journal highlighted the phenomenon of biodiversity leakage, which undermines global conservation effort. Matlab means that it is saving, it is preserving the biodiversity in some areas, same time it is doing what? Global conservation effort is being harmed. Okay, next is it refers to displacement of environmentally damaging activity from one country to another or one region to another. Okay. Hmm? Yeah, 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 conservation, degradation of conservation. Yes, yes, yes. So this is shifting from one place to another. The conservation is starting in one area, but it is degrading in some other area because the need is there. Understand? We need resources. We need nature services. You know? So where will we get it from? We will be starting importing. If India bans some activity related to deforestation or anything, then starts doing afforestation and stops banning cutting of wood. So what will happen? That it will start importing woods from other countries. The other places they're cutting trees, right? Deforestation is there. You know? Next is what? The definition again. Restrictions on land use for conservation lead to increased pressure on other regions to supply resources. Now, conservation policies may reduce biodiversity loss. but increase it somewhere else. So this is indirectly harming the environment. Now there are different causes for it. Very easy to understand. What are the causes for this leakage? First is trade and agricultural shift. Okay, so these are the causes. This can be asked that the reasons for the biodiversity leak is what? So trade and agricultural shift is there, deforestation and habitat destruction, energy transition impact, and market and policy gaps. These are the reasons. So restriction on agriculture in protected areas, this may shift to some other areas, and this may result in increasing demand for imports from other countries. Okay. Next is Europe's reforestation policies have increased soy and palm oil. See, Europe is doing what? Afforestation, but it is now doing what? Importing soy and oil, palm oil import from other countries. Huh? It is using the resources, but it is putting pressure on other countries. Understand this thing. Okay. Next is energy transition impact. So now we know that there is a demand for renewable energy. Everyone is voicing for renewable energy increases, and it demands the minerals, leading to degradation in mining areas, right? Next is market and policy gap, lack of conservation coordination. So market and policy gaps are also there. Everyone is not doing the same level of work, and this allows unsustainable activities to shift to regulated, less regulated regions. Now, example, very important to understand. See, China's forest restoration effort. This led to increased import from Myanmar. China, reforestation is going on. Huh? But they are still doing what? Increasing import from Myanmar. They are importing the woods from Myanmar. Next is Brazil. Restriction on Amazon deforestation resulted deforestation in Cerrado and Bolivia. These are the regions, Cerrado and Bolivia. Okay, so Brazil stopped, but from other countries it started taking imports. Next is European Union Green Deal. So this is also in news. European Union Green Deal, very important. What is the purpose of this Green Deal? By the name itself we can understand. Green Deal purpose means what? Green, it is related to sustainability, protecting the nature. Green, right? So green means sustaining or protecting the nature. Green Deal. So climate, Europe, every country, every area has a climate goal, climate neutral goal, right? So Europe has climate neutral goal by 2050, and for this purpose this Green Deal was adopted. They have to be climate neutral, pollution less. Okay, climate change impact will be decreased. So is expected to increase import of soy, beef, palm oil, and then this, what will happen? Exporting nations, this is being imported from other countries. Okay, so this will happen. Impact of leakage. So what will be happening if this leakage, biodiversity leakage, is happening in other parts? What will happen? Global conservation efforts will be impacted. Yes or no? Global level, there will be no balance, right? Some areas will be doing the good work, but at the global level, it is impacting, still impacting, right? It is just, the leakage is just shifting the target, shifting the damage from one area to another area. And then what will happen? Because the shift is there, still the climate change will be there, still global warming will be there. Yes or no? Still will not be able to reach the global target of the global warming, right? Decreasing the temperature, average temperature. So undermines the conservation goal. Loss of biodiverse ecosystem. It will lead to loss of biodiverse ecosystem. Very important. Yes or no? Still biodiversity will be harmed. It will be damaged. Increased carbon emission, because activities are not stopping at global level, right? Activities are not stopping at global level. What is happening is shifting of the activities from one area to another. Just remember this thing, then you will be able to answer the question. Okay, social and economic disruptions will be there. Local communities in affected regions lose access to traditional lands and resources. Okay, so these are the impact of biodiversity leakage. So one kind of question that can come is, See, reasons. What are the reasons for biodiversity leakage? They can ask that biodiversity leakage was in news. What is the impact of biodiversity leakage? So if you do not understand the term, it will be difficult for you to answer. And if you know, then you can answer any of the questions. And this can come in mains examination also, right? What are the reasons for biodiversity leakage? What is the impact? How it will be impacting our sustainable development goals, right? Or the climate change target. Yes or no? Okay. Measures to mitigate. Now, how can we mitigate the biodiversity leakage? What we have to do? The thing that we are doing is putting pressure in some other areas. So that needs to be stopped. We all have to take the balanced approach. Yes or no? So strengthening the global conservation policy is the first answer. Next answer is what? Sustainable trade policy should be there. Encouraging eco-friendly import and responsible sourcing. Monitoring production shift, reducing demand for high leakage good, and improving agricultural yields. So these are the answer. Now question are very interesting questions. Online students also, I want online students also to give the answer. So first answer is what? First question, what is biodiversity leakage? What is the answer for first question? Ashwin? B. A process in one region shifts. Very good. Yes. Yes. So it is shifting. Remember this word. If you remember this word, then you will understand. So shifting of the protection in one region shifts biodiversity loss to another. Second question answer. Main driver of biodiversity leakage. What's your name? Huh? Abhiram. Yes. Second question answer. Hi Ridu. Very good. B. Second question answer Ridu. Which of the following is a major driver of biodiversity leakage? Major driver. Please understand the word major driver. Huh? Huh. No, this will not be the answer. Na? Major driver of this leakage. What is the answer? This or everyone. All of the above. Ritu, what is the answer for question number 2? Hmm? Hmm? First is not the answer. What is the major driver of biodiversity leakage? Reasons. We were talking about reasons, right? What are the reasons for biodiversity leakage? Is this a reason? Renewable energy transition. Mining. Renewable energy means mining also. So this is the reason, right? First one is there. Next one is trade restriction on agricultural commodity. Is this the answer? Yes? Hai na? When there are some restrictions on trade on agricultural commodities, then we do what? We choose other areas also, right? Next is conservation program in high biodiversity areas. Hai na? So answer will be D, all of the above. Right, Ritu? Did you understand the concept? Next is, which of the following is a direct impact of biodiversity leakage? So this kind of question becomes very important. Now you have to understand that every reason can also be the answer. Next is direct impact of biodiversity leakage. Answer the question, Ritu. Who all are there? Can you please say hi so that I know all the students who are present in the class? Tell me the answer, guys. It's a direct impact. D, B, direct impact. See, direct impact means that we are talking about the negative impact, right? Hai na? So C cannot be the answer. It is not eliminating. It is increasing the pollution, emission, right? Next is reduction in agricultural production worldwide. No, this cannot be the answer. Shift of deforestation and habitat destruction to other regions. Simple answer. Answer is B. Okay, Ritu? So third answer is B. Now the mains question that you can write is C. There are 3 questions. What kind of questions can come in mains related to this topic? First is conservation in one region can drive biodiversity loss in another. Critically analyze this statement with relevant example. So I have given the example. What are the examples? What were the examples that were discussed? Myanmar, China, right? So China is importing from Myanmar the woods. Next is Brazil, Amazon forest, huh? And next, European Union, green deal. So Europe is also importing from high biodiversity areas. Yes, so these are the three examples. Remember the examples. Okay, next is discuss the impact of large-scale reforestation initiative in developed countries on biodiversity loss in developing countries. Strategies that India can adopt to mitigate the effort of biodiversity leakage. Okay, so these are the kind of questions that can be asked. Exercise Desert Hunt 2025. This is also in news, and these exercises are very, very important. So this exercise commenced in where? Rajasthan. Okay. Exercise Desert Hunt was conducted at Air Force Station Jodhpur from 24 to 28 February. And this is what? First most important information is this is a tri-service special forces exercise. Tri-service. All the three services are taking part in this. So Desert Hunt in Rajasthan. Okay, by the Indian Air Force. So who is organizing this thing? Indian Air Force. Now, these are the services which are participating. Para, Marine Commandos and Guard, Garud Commandos. These are the area, services. Okay, Army, Navy and Air Force. Objective is what? Same. Coordination, synergy should be there. Next is ensure swift and effective response and joint operational doctrine. And these are the drilling activities that are being conducted. So you can read about this thing. Detailing is not required in this topic. Okay, just basic factual information is required, and you can on your own start developing this reading skill. Okay. Next is significance is what? So strengthening the joint operation, counter terrorism, national security, special forces, readiness and strategic importance is also there. Next is question. So what is the answer for question number 1? Answer for question number 1. Give me the answer, guys. Simple, right? All of the above? Huh. Which of the forces are participating? So all the three. It is a tri-service exercise. Tri-service. Army, Navy and Army, Navy and Air Force. Okay, all of the above. What kind of mains question can come? Significance of the inter-service military exercise. Desert Hunt. What is the significance and how it can enhance India's defense preparedness, right? So we are, all the services are participating, all the tri-service are participating, and how it can enhance or boost our defense capability. Okay, this kind of question can come. Second is India's security challenges require seamless coordination. Why we are conducting this exercise? Because we need coordination, synergy between all the services, among all the services, and how it can enhance this thing between the three defense services. Analyze how joint exercises like exercise Desert Hunt contribute to security. So this topic is directly related to defense and security of the country. Yes or no? So you should know positives of the topic, you know, how it will enhance or how it will impact the security of our country. Okay, very, very important topic because we have seen many questions in the examination related to this topic. Okay, olive ridley turtle population growing steadily means that it is not decreasing, either it is stagnant, the same number are there, or it is increasing slowly. Okay, so rising sand temperature are causing a large proportion of olive ridleys to be females, raising question on the long-term viability of the population. Rising sand temperature, what does it signify? Rising sand temperature, what does it signify? Climate change, correct? Climate change is doing what? Impacting the weather conditions of every area. Yes or no? So this temperature is rising, you know, global warming, temperature is rising. So it is impacting these marine These turtles also. Olive Ridley, very, very important. All the facts related to this is very important. Now, this report came that this is steadily increasing, okay, or it is either stagnant, not declining. The population is not declining, okay. So, one kind of statement that can be asked related to olive Ridley turtle is that olive Ridley turtle population is declining, continuously declining. This statement can be given related to olive Ridley, which is not correct. This statement is not correct. Okay. Next is 16. This is a 16-year long assessment of the turtle population. It is either stable or growing. Next is significant. This is very important since these turtles face multiple threats. There are many threats related to their population. Next is these are the smallest and most abundant of all the turtles. This is a fact which you have to remember. Sea turtles worldwide, there are different kinds of sea turtles, and this is the smallest and abundantly found, named after olive green color. The carapace shell is of olive green, so that is why it is called olive Ridley turtles. They have a mass nesting behavior. They mass nest, you know, and then thousands of female lay eggs on the same beach. So every time, every year, we see that thousands of olive ridleys are coming to the beaches, and then they lay eggs and then they leave. Okay. Distribution, very, very important. This question has not come, but definitely it has a high probability. Every year, this topic is there 3-4 times in a year. This topic will be there. Okay. Now, one more turtle species, which is called green turtle. That was also in news. Okay. We'll see that topic also. Distribution is what? Warm waters of the Pacific, Atlantic and Indian Ocean. PAI. So these are found around the warm waters of these oceans. Next is Gahir Matha Marine Sanctuary. Memorize this fact. That is the world's largest breeding ground for these turtle. It is in Odisha. That is why Odisha is always in news. This sanctuary is always in news. Gahir Matha Marine Sanctuary for olive ridley turtles. Now, the feature of these turtles is it is omnivorous. It can eat both plants and animals. They solitary in nature, prefer the open ocean, and it migrates thousands of kilometers. Conservation status, another important point, which is the IUCN Red List. It is marked as vulnerable. Okay. Wildlife Protection Act, highest protection is provided, Schedule 1, and CITES, it is under Appendix 1. Okay. So, it is of the highest protected turtle because we have to preserve them. They are facing threat. Significance is what? They are a part of food chain, right? Food web. So they maintain the ecological balance also of the marine ecosystem, right? They help in controlling jellyfish population because they are omnivores. They eat plant also, they eat animals also. Okay, so they control the jellyfish population also. Next is marine food chain. They serve as prey for predator like shark and large fish. Okay. Next is coastal protection. When they nest, when these beaches are used as nesting ground, what they do is stabilize beaches and marine biodiversity. Now the threat to these turtles are what? Threats are coastal development. See, this beach is their breeding ground. If they do not have the breeding ground, then how will this will be, the population will not be rising. They will not feel secured, right? They're solitary in nature also. Fishing activities also threaten their population. Next is marine pollution, very important. Pollution should not be there, right? It is their home. Next is climate change, which is impacting. So we saw that rising sand temperature, right? It is becoming a threat. Now, conservation efforts in India. One kind of question that can be asked is, what are the conservation efforts related to the olive ridley turtles? Okay. So, Operation Olivia is named and launched by the Indian Coast Guard to protect the nesting turtle. Now, use of turtle excluder devices. So, this is what? A mandatory device. So, this fishing net, what do? They harm the turtle also, their route also, migratory route. So, there should be a device, it is a mandatory device, TED's mandatory device in fishing net so that turtle can easily escape the fishing net. There is a hole. There is a hole in the fishing net. If this is a net, there will be a hole for the turtles to go out. Okay. So this is mandatory in the fishing nest. Now, coastal regulation zones are there so that their encroachment, their breeding ground is protected. Mass nesting protection initiative. Odisha government. Why Odisha government took this initiative? What sanctuary is there? Gahirma, right? Monitors and protects Alibada nesting site. Now, the question time. Which of the following statement about ORT is correct? Tell me the answer, guys. All the online students, you can also give the answer. Which of these statements related to the olive ridley turtles are correct? Is correct. They are herbivorous and only feed on seaweed. Ridunanda, are you still there? Okay. They are listed as endangered on the IUCN red list. No. Third is Gahirmatha Marine Sanctuary is their largest nesting site. Fourth is they do not migrate between feeding and nesting ground. What is the answer? Which is the correct statement? So, correct statement is online student. Okay, very good, Ritu. Answer is C, is the largest nesting ground. And all the other statements are not correct. Okay. What is their protection status in the IUCN Red List? Vulnerable. And Wildlife Protection Act 1972, they are kept in Schedule 1, which is providing the highest protection. And CITES, Appendix 1. Okay. Hi, Najla. How are you? Yes, Najla Shireen. Good. So please remember these facts because very high chances that these kind of facts will be coming. So you have to memorize these facts, okay? And Olive Ridley. Now see the main question. Discuss the ecological and economic significance. What is the ecological? Ecological significance is there. Plus economic significance is also associated with ORTs in India. Also examine the challenges faced in their conservation. Next is what measures have been taken by Indian government. So we saw so many measures, right? Coastal regulation zones are made, CRZ. Now, Operation Olivia was there, right? So many strategies have been developed. Now, green sea turtle. This is also in news. So, whenever turtles are in news, we have to read about them. Many of the wildlife sanctuaries were in news. So, go and read about those wildlife sanctuaries also. Now, what news related to this green sea turtle? Okay, a carcass was found. A green sea turtle carcass was found. Where? Found vault ashore on Marina Beach, Chennai. Very, very important. And this incident highlights that the marine population is growing and growing. It is not decreasing. Whatever steps we are taking, that is also not producing the positive result. Okay, so this is the meaning of this news. And see, marine population is there because of marine pollution, habitat degradation is there, and climate change. All these factors are impacting. So now we know the threat of the green sea turtle. Now, what is the scientific name? Chelonia midas, and this is the largest hard-shelled sea turtle and can grow up to 120 centimeters. So these are the basic facts that you can read. Now, they are herbivorous. Olive ridley turtles, omnivorous. These are herbivorous, okay? And they eat seagrass and algae. Greenish in color, and these are the distribution. So where did we find olive ridley turtles? Pacific, Atlantic, Indian Ocean, right? Now see their distribution, tropical and subtropical waters worldwide. So they are restricted to tropical and subtropical, okay? Understood? Next is largest nesting site, Costa Rica and Australia, okay? Understood? Remember this point. Next is migrate thousands of. See, the question that was asked in olive ridley turtle actually is related to green sea turtle. You know, they do what? They migrate between feeding and nesting ground, right? Okay, clear. Next is key feature. So these are the basic features related to green sea turtle that you can read: body structure, small head and senses. Excellent underwater vision is there. Next is but near sightedness on land. Water vision is excellent. They can see far places also, but nearsightedness, they can only see up to an extent on the land. Okay, next is no external ears are there, and they detect low frequency sound. This statement can be asked. This is important, okay, because we have seen related to animals and other species, this kind of statements have come. Okay, next is highly developed sense of smell, and they have no teeth. Okay, all the important parts I'll be highlighting. Next is endangered category. IUCN Red List, endangered category. Threats, we already know that these are the three threats, and illegal hunting is also there. Bycatch and fishing nets. Same threat with the olive ridley also. Conservation efforts, Schedule 1, okay, sites, Appendix 1. Same, but only the IUCN Red List category is different. For them, it is green sea turtle, it is what? Endangered, and olive ridley vulnerable. Okay, coastal regulation zone, again conservation projects are there. Turtle, TEDs, for them also TEDs are there. Okay, now the question time. Tell me the answer, guys. What is the answer for this question regarding green sea turtle? They are the smallest among all sea turtle. Is it correct? No. Which is the smallest? ORTs, olive ridley turtles. Their green color comes from the algae on their shells. They are listed endangered on the IUCN Red List, and they are herbivorous. Which statements are correct? Yeah, very good, Ashwant. Very good. Seriously, very good attention in the class. So this is answer is B, 3 and 4. And what kind of question can come? That how? Discuss the ecological significance, same kind of question. And how does marine pollution impact the sea turtle population? Suggest measures. Gangetic dolphin. Gangetic dolphin. What is this? Why this is important? Okay. See, first estimate of Gangetic dolphin finds 6327 across 4 states. This is the first ever estimate about this dolphin is the national aquatic. Yeah, right? Hmm. Yeah. So why this is important? Because this is national aquatic animal also, and this came in the examination one time. This was asked. Okay. Statement related to the dolphin, Gangetic dolphin. That is why this topic is important. Again, it can come. So first ever estimate is ready, and across 4 states it was taken, and in the Ganga and its tributary. So it is a freshwater species. Remember this fact also. It is freshwater species. This highlights now what is happening. This highlights that their conservation effort is leading to positive result. Okay, and also concerns about habitat degradation and pollution. Okay, next is the scientific name Platanista gangetica. Common names are blind dolphin. Why blind? Because it has no eyes. It is blind. Okay. Next is Ganges dolphin, Ganges susu, he who, side swimming dolphin, South Asian river dolphin. Very important fact, freshwater species found in Ganges, Brahmaputra, Meghna and Karnaphuli Sangur river system. Okay. So these all river systems are related to Ganga, Brahmaputra, Yamuna. Okay, India, Nepal, Bangladesh. Very, very important fact. Okay. Next is significance. It serves as an indicator of health of freshwater ecosystem. If population is there, it means that freshwater ecosystem is healthy. Okay. Next is India's national aquatic animal. These all facts are related, important to Gangetic dolphin. Features. Features you can read. Females are larger. Now vision and echolocation. Blind relies on highly developed biosonar echolocation and then produces ultrasonic sound. Feeds on fish, small aquatic animals found in counter current system. Next is what? Breathing adaptation. It cannot, because it is a mammal, it cannot breathe underwater. Okay, and it has to come above the surface, water surface, to breathe, and then produces a distinct sound while breathing. Hence the name susu. Conservation effort is very important. IUCN Red List is what? endangered wildlife, schedule 1 and appendix 1 of the sites. Okay, next is habitat destruction. So how its habitat is getting disrupted? Because of dam construction, because of water diversion, pollution is there, overfishing, poaching, river traffic, noise pollution. These all are leading to the habitat destruction. Their home getting disturbed, destructed, damaged. Conservation efforts in India. What are the conservation efforts that we have taken? Because it is a national aquatic animal of India. Project Dolphin was launched. Now, Namami Gange project on cleaning Ganga. Because Ganga, when Ganga goes to the Bangladesh, it is called as Meghna. Ganga, Brahmaputra, Meghna. It is found in this. So, when we are working for Namami Gange program, so in a way, we are trying to protect their habitat also. Yes or no? Vikramshila, this is very, very important. Vikramshila, Gangetic Dolphin Sanctuary, only dolphin sanctuary in India, and it is in Bihar. Okay, there is a Vikramshila is also an ancient university belonging to ancient India. Okay, National Mission for Clean Ganga. Vikramshila's history is very rich. National Mission for Clean Ganga, My Ganga, My Dolphin campaign, and ban on dolphin captivity. So, dolphin captivity was also banned, and this is very, very important because these animals, fishes, they are not for human entertainment. They should not be held in captivity. Okay, this is the message that we want to give. A very good message. Okay, now tell me the answer of this question. Ridu, are you still there? Who all are present in the class, online class? Can you please say hi? Consider the following statement about the Gangetic dolphin. Tell me the answer. What we have to find is, we have to find the correct statement. Which statements are correct? It is a marine species found in Indian Ocean. Is it correct? Why? Ridu, answer is? Answer is what? Is it a marine species? No. It is freshwater species, right? Found in river system. Meghna, Ganga, Brahmaputra, Karnapuli. Yes or no? Okay. Next statement is, it relies on echolocation to hunt for prey due to its poor eyesight. Is it correct? Third is recognized as India's national aquatic animal. Next is critically endangered on the IUCN Red List. No. Yes. So answer is B. Very good, Ridu. Very correct. Excellent. Answer is 2 and 3 statements are correct. And what is the protection status in IUCN? Endangered. It is endangered. Okay, very good. Next is mains question. Discuss the ecological significance. Same kind of question. What is the ecological significance, major challenges, or the reasons for declining population, and then how human activity is impacting the population habitat of the Gangetic dolphin, and what are the government initiatives. These are the some direct questions that can be asked. Cities collision for circularity, CCC. Okay. Thank you, Fatima. Okay. Next is cities collision for circularity. Manohar Lal announces C3 multi-stakeholder partnership for knowledge exchange for cities, technical institutions and tech providers. This is very important. Why it is important is, okay, Yadu, hi Yadu. After a long time I'm seeing you in my class. Where were you? So C3, the simplest kind of question that can come is C3. What is C3? It was recently in news. So C3 is cities collision for circularity. Now understand, this might be looking as difficult topic, but this is not difficult. Cities collision. So this is talking about partnership. This is talking about collision. This is talking about support and cooperation of the cities and circularity. Circularity means circular. Circular what? Circular economy. It is talking about circular economy. So look at the title, understand it well, and try to integrate or interlink the topics. Okay. So this is related to the collision. Okay. Now we'll be looking at the details. about cities coalition for circularity. It is a multinational alliance. Okay, it is a multinational alliance promoting city to city collaboration, which is very important. Why? Because we see that now it is a very competitive kind of world, and we have to support and cooperate with each other. We have to share the knowledge, and private sector partnership is also required. Announced at the 12th Regional 3R Circular Economy Forum in Asia and the Pacific in Jaipur, India. Very, very important statement. These direct kind of question can be asked. Okay, that C3, CCC, related to CCC, what all statements are correct? So, where was it announced? This alliance is announced at the 12th Regional 3R and Circular Economy Forum in Asia and the Pacific in Jaipur, India. Next is, it acts as a catalyst. It is acting as a what? Catalyst for resource efficiency and low carbon economy. What is our motto? Sustainable development goal. We have to achieve sustainable development goal. We have to work for lessening of global warming, and this will be helping us. Resource efficiency. What does it mean? That we are using the resource for the best possible, in the best possible manner, and low carbon economy is the need of the hour. Okay, next is aims to strengthen collaboration between policymakers. So this is a platform where everyone will be coming and collaborating. Okay, this is the purpose. Now about this thing, about this forum, this platform where it was announced. Okay, 12th Regional 3R. Theme is what? Realizing circular society towards achieving SDGs and carbon neutrality. So what are the goals? SDG. Achieving SDG goal. And next is what? Carbon neutrality in Asia Pacific. It is focusing this region, Asia Pacific region. Okay, carbon neutrality means what? The amount of carbon that we are producing and the amount of carbon that we are observing is at the zero level, and is the same. So producing zero level of carbon, actually balancing. Now the venue is Jaipur, Rajasthan. Remember these details about this forum. Okay, organized by, very, very important, what all ministries participated, what all organizations participated. First is Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, United Nations Center for Regional Development, and Institute for Global Environment Strategy. These are the ministries and organizations that organize this forum. Okay, very important. Next is supported by United Nations Economic Social Commission for Asia and Pacific, Japan's Ministry of Environment, and various other international and regional organizations. This part is not important, but this is very important. Okay, Jaipur Declaration. So this Jaipur Declaration is what? This is a non-political, non-binding commitment. Okay. Many countries are there, but this is non-political, non-binding. Okay. So you yourself have to take initiative. One simple kind of question that can be asked is, what is Jaipur Declaration? You know, so remember the time period also, and this is related to what? Resource efficiency and sustainable urban planning or growth. Okay. So 2025 to 2034, 10 year. Now very, very important, circularity. We were talking about circularity. So what is a circular economy? Where everything is getting reused. Yes or no? Right? We are reusing everything. Okay. So we are not accumulating things. A system where materials never become waste. So we reuse. Okay. And then nature is regenerated. This is the circular economy. This question was also asked in UPSC. So remember the definition, very important. Now key processes. What is the process that is happening in circular economy? So maintenance, reuse, regeneration. Next is remanufacturing from the same product, recycling, composting. Goal is what? Decouple economic growth. So economic growth and finite resource consumption. These are two different things. We have to separate it. Next is reduce waste, because we are using it again and again, right? And pollution, reduce the pollution, reduce the biodiversity loss, because this is talking about recycling. Recycling means creating less waste or zero waste. Okay, mitigating climate change, and in a way it will be impacting the climate change efforts. Yes or no? Correct? Question. Consider the following statement about CCC. Now we have to find the correct statement. Tell me the correct answer. Fatima, Ridu, Najla, Yadu, are you guys there? Answer is, it was launched at the 12th Regional 3RN Circular Economy Forum. Is it correct? Related to CCC? Correct. Second is, coalition is an initiative solely of the Indian government. Can we say this? Is it solely of the Indian government? No. Next is Jaipur Declaration. Remember the time period? And is legally binding agreement. Is it a legally binding? Jaipur Declaration. It is a non-political, non-binding agreement. So it is not legally binding. Promote circular economy policy. This is correct. But this is not correct. So answer will be only one. C. Correct? Answer will be C. Mains question. How can the city's coalition for circularity contribute to sustainable urban development in Asia Pacific? How this circularity will contribute to sustainable urban development? Okay. Next is its significance in promoting a circular economy. Very important question. Now Mission 300. Very good, Ridu. Answer is C. Mission 300. So one simple kind of question that can come is, what is Mission 300 recently in news? Hai? So this is also related to energy. Okay. So 5 powerful lessons from India's electrification success for Mission 300. Now all the important facts related to this is, World Bank and African Development Bank, along with key partners, have launched Mission 300. So World Bank, ADB. World Bank, remember this name, and African Development Bank. They have launched, okay, with key partners, have launched Mission 300 to accelerate electrification in sub-Saharan Africa. Okay. Next is, objective is to do what? Mission 300 means 300 million people to get electricity in sub-Saharan Africa. Okay. What is sub-Saharan Africa? And the target is by 2030 they have to provide this. Okay. By 2030 we have to provide 300 million people electricity, and in sub-Saharan Africa means that the south of Sahara desert. Okay, the countries related to the south of Sahara desert. Next is focus area. So it is focusing on electrification. Next is clean and diversified energy sources. Okay, driving economic growth, job creation, because Africa is also working towards the development, the growth of its country, of its continent, Africa. So there is a African plan that was launched recently, and it is working towards that. First of all, electricity is very important for everything, right? Ensuring reliable, sustainable, affordable electricity is the motto of this Mission 300. Now, who are the partners? So, led by World Bank, African Development Bank, key collaborators are these organizations: Rockefeller Foundation, Global Energy Alliance for People and Planet, Sustainable Energy for All, and Sector Energy Management Assistant. These are the collaborators. So this is not that important, but this is very, very important. This mission is led by what all organization? Okay. Next is component. Component, we know that we have to provide electricity to all. So we have to expand the electricity grid. Next is mini grids and standalone grids will also be provided to the people, so that electricity is being generated and being provided to everyone. Okay, community participation will be there. Significance. What is the importance? Addresses energy poverty in sub-Saharan Africa. We know that there is a demand. We know that there is a demand, so we can supply the electricity. Promotes renewable energy solution. Boost economic development. These are the significance and the result of Mission 300. Okay, so it will be leading to the development and growth of India. Question. Answer. Who will tell me the answer? Tell me the answer, guys. Online students, consider the following statement about Mission 300. It aims to provide electricity to 300 people in sub-Saharan Africa by 2030. Correct? Same statement taken from the slide, right? It is led by UNDP and IEA. Is it correct? No. It is led by World Bank and African Development Bank. So this is not correct. Second statement wrong. Then answer is B, 1 and 3. We can eliminate the wrong statement. Next is mini grid and solar solutions. Standalone solar solution are part of its strategy to electrify off-grid communities. Correct. Mains question, significance of this mission in addressing energy poverty and how can renewable energy play a role in achieving the mission's objective. World Wildlife Day was observed on March 3. So, first information that you have to memorize is it is celebrated on March 3. Okay? World Wildlife Day, and what is the theme? Theme also we will see. So, Prime Minister celebrated this. Okay? Where? Gujarat. Prime Minister went to Gir Wildlife Sanctuary in Gujarat to mark the World Wildlife Day. And the theme is what? Purpose is to spread awareness about the importance of conservation of the wildlife and adopt the practices which are very beneficial for them. History and establishment established by. So this can be asked that it was declared by United Nations in 2013 after Thailand proposed a dedicated day for wildlife conservation awareness. Okay. So after Thailand, it was launched. Official declaration was made on December 20, 2013 by the General Assembly and first celebration in 2014. So first celebration 2014, discussion established in 2013. Why March 3 was chosen as the World Wildlife Day? This remains a question. So on this day in 1973, the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species, CITES, we always talk about CITES, right? Conservation status in CITES. What is the full form? Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wildlife, Wild Fauna and Flora. This was signed on March 3, 1973. So this is the significance of declaring the World Wildlife Day on March 3. Is it clear to everyone? Please understand this important thing, okay? CITES is what? See, by the name itself, we can understand the purpose of CITES. It is regulating international trade in endangered species. And what is the purpose of World Wildlife Day? To create awareness about conservation efforts related to the wildlife, okay, and to increase it. Correct. Theme is what? Wildlife conservation finance, because for all the strategy, all the policies, all the effort, we need finance, investing in people and planet. If we are investing in people, planet, then we are saving the people and the planet. Significance is what? It will create awareness, correct? Encourage conservation effort also and promote global action, raises awareness about the threat to the wildlife. And what are the solutions? Supports CITES and global sustainability goals. Sustainable development goals also. Now question time. Tell me the answer of this question, guys. All the online students, Ridu. So, about the World Wildlife Day, we have to find the correct answer. What is correct? What is the correct statement? It is celebrated annually on March 3. Is it correct? Yes. It was first celebrated in 2014 following a General Assembly resolution in 2013. Correct, right? The CITES Treaty signed in 1973 focuses on regulating domestic trade in endangered species. Third statement. Is it correct, guys? Online students? Is the third statement correct? Then what is the answer? Tell me fast. It's not that difficult. Ashwant? Third statement is correct? So can we say the answer is D? Yes or no? I'm waiting, online students. Come on, reply fast. Is the answer D? Ridu? Yedu? Najla? Are you still there? Fatima? Is the answer D? Can we say? No. The answer is not D. Why? There is a wrong statement among these three statements. Which is the wrong statement? The wrong statement is the third statement is wrong. Why? Yes. So it does not regulate the domestic trade. It regulates the international trade in endangered species, right? So answer is 1. Answer is A, 1 and 2 only. Correct? Now, this. Hmm. March 3, World Wildlife Day is celebrated. Wildlife conservation, yeah, raise awareness about wildlife conservation. Na? It is about wildlife, right? Second is first celebrated in 2014. And after a declaration in 2013, December 2013 declaration was there. Okay, so 1 and 2 statements are correct. Clear? Next is open market operation. Very, very important. So simple question from these tools which are used by RBI to regulate inflation in the economy are asked. What is open market operation? What is this? And related to this is asked. So what RBI is doing is RBI is injecting rupees 1.9 lakh crore liquidity via OMO and forex swap. Open market operation. So first, yeah, correct, Yadu. So first we have to understand what is open market operation and how it will impact the inflation or the deflation of the country and why RBI is doing this. What will be the impact on the economy? This is the simple question that will be coming to our mind. Now, RBI is injecting open market operations, okay, money into the economy by open market purchases of government security. Open market operation is what? Purchase of government security and USD INR swaps. What are open market operation? These are definition you have to memorize. Selling and buying. This is not only purchasing, it is buying also. It is selling also. So when there is huge inflation in the market, what RBI will do? It will do what? If inflation is there, so it will sell the government security and it will try to regulate the inflation in the economy. And when there is deflation in the economy, it will try to purchase the government security. Right? If it is buying the government security, it is infusing money in the economy. RBI is paying the banks money. So money, banks are getting money, then what will happen? Money will be with the bank. In a way, it will be with the people, because if banks have money, they will be giving more loans. If more money is there, less interest rate will be there. Correct or not? Yes, if money is available in the market, then less interest rate, definitely it will be there. And then people will have more money to buy more, to invest more. Correct? Simple. So RBI is infusing money in the economy, so deflation will be regulated. What is deflation and what is inflation? Deflation is sustained decrease in the price of the goods and services. Okay, and inflation is what? Sustained increase in the prices of goods. Correct? So deflation is opposite of the inflation. So when there is deflation, RBI will do what? RBI will purchase the government security. When inflation is there, RBI will sell the government security. If RBI is selling the government security, means RBI is taking money from the economy. So with RBI, money will be there, and economy, money will be less. So if money is less, interest rates will be high, right? Less money with the people. So the inflation will be regulated. Yes or no? Okay. Next is purpose is what? Used as a monetary policy tool. So RBI has different policy tools by which it controls what? Inflation and money supply in the financial system. Okay. So controlling inflation, if more money is in the market, it will try to regulate inflation by using the policy tools. Now, how does it work? How open market operation work? When there is excess liquidity, when there is more money in the economy, what will happen? It will sell and try to take the money from the economy, RBI, right? So less money will be with the people, and then it reduces the money supply, raises the interest rate, okay, and then controls inflation. So whenever RBI is selling the OMO, whatever result will be there on the interest rate, it will be opposite of when the RBI will be purchasing the OMO. So understand, if you are understanding one condition, then you will understand the other condition also. So OMO is what? Buying and selling of the government security. Remember this thing, by RBI. Okay? Correct? Is it correct, everyone in the class? When liquidity is Tight means what? When there is less money with the people. When there is more money, inflation. When there is less money, deflation. Now RBI, when less money is there, then RBI will buy. Buy means giving money in the economy. Okay. And then what will happen? Loans will be cheaper, interest rate will be less. Okay. And then boosting the economic activity. How? That people will be buying more, spending more, investing more, right? There will be money with the people, and then it will stimulate growth. It will stimulate investment in the economy. Clear? Significance. Okay, so what is the significance? We already discussed that inflation and deflation. OMO does what? So we are trying, RBI is trying to control inflation also and deflation also by buying and selling. Next is stable interest rate. It maintains, RBI maintains that stable interest rate is there, and it affects bond market and government borrowing cost also. Impacts exchange rate and foreign capital flow. These are the significance of OMO. You have to memorize these things, okay, because these questions are asked. Next is question time. Chalo, give me the answer, guys. If the concept is clear to you, please give the answer. Which of this statement is correct? RBI uses OMO to regulate the money supply and liquidity in the banking system. Is it correct? Correct, right? Okay. OMO is what? It involves buying and selling of corporate bonds in the open market. Is it correct? Why? Very good, Ashwant. Very good. I'm so happy that you're giving all the correct answers. So it is not corporate bonds. It is government securities. Okay. This they buy and sell. Next is when RBI sells government securities, it reduces liquidity in the economy. Correct. When RBI sells government security, RBI has government security, it is selling and taking money from the economy. So is it reducing the liquidity in the market? Yes. Money from the economy it is taking. So it is reducing the liquidity, When government security RBI is giving to the bank will give money to the RBI, So money is coming with the RBI, right? So money is with RBI means economy, money is less. So reducing the liquidity. Answer will decreased 6.25%. Yes. It is reason behind it. So many factors are there, right? To regulate the things in the economy. That is why it was taken. Okay. So many factors are there to regulate the economy basically. Huh? To make a more investment and to like if repo rate is down, bank will have to lend less money. Like bank will be giving less interest to the RBI, right? Repo rate is less. So this will helping the banks also. Correct. Now the answer is what? First is uh, first is correct and third is correct. So answer is C, 1 and 3 only. Yes, online students. Mains question. Explain the role of OMO in managing liquidity in the Indian economy. How do OMO impact inflation, interest rate and economic growth? Now World Obesity Day. India to rank among top 3 countries for obesity. Obesity will be rising in India by 2050 and women to bear higher burden. So World Obesity Day is celebrated on March 4th, highlighting concerning obesity projections for India. India will have high obese people and women will be more obese. Now, this is 2050 projection. Remember this thing, what are the 3 countries that will be projecting more obese people? This is India, China and US. Okay, remember this fact. Next is what is World Obesity Day? To create awareness regarding the obesity, growing obesity crisis and advocate for systematic change. Now, date is March 4, organized by World Obesity Federation. Easy to remember. Now, 2025 theme is changing system, healthier lives. Focuses on systematic reforms to combat obesity globally. Objective is what? Same thing, that creating awareness, changing lifestyle also is very important. Scientific research has to be done. It is not always, obesity has many reasons, okay? So it is not always related to the lifestyle. Some genetic factors are also there sometimes. Reduce weight stigma. And then what is the trend in obesity in India? Projected data according to the Lancet report says that India to rank second globally in obesity rate after China, and 440 million people will be overweight or obese by 2050. This is the condition of obesity in India. Okay. The PDF will be provided to you. If you are not able to make the notes, you can refer to the PDF and go and revise it again. Okay. Next is childhood obesity. This is India's obesity trend. You can read the numbers. Numbers are not important. Trend, you have to know that it is increasing. Next is adult obesity. According to National Family Health Survey 5, 24% of women are obese or overweight, and Indian men 22.9%. Around 23% Indian men are overweight or obese. Now, what are the factors for this obesity? Urbanization, lifestyle changes. Next is unhealthy diets that we are eating. Sometimes it is genetic factor also. Lack of physical activity, right? Socioeconomic factors. Next is genetic and metabolic factors. So these are the factors, and impact is what? There are many diseases related to obesity, like heart disease, diabetes, hypertension, cancer, and there is economic burden also for obesity, right? That we should take care. And declining workforce productivity. Obviously, when people will be obese, efficiency will be less. Yes or no? So indirectly impacting the economy. Question: which of the statement about the World Obesity Day is correct? It is observed on March 4. Is it correct? Okay. Theme is changing system, healthier lives. Correct? And the organization organized by United Nations or some other organization? World Obesity Federation. Third is not correct. World Obesity Federation is the correct organization. Answer will be 1 and 2. Mains question. So answer is A. Examine the growing obesity crisis in India and what are the causes and policy measures for obesity. Okay, this was the class today, and I hope every concept was clear, and please make the notes and revise the PDF when it is provided to you. Online student, how was the class? Is everything clear? All the concepts are clear? Can you say yes, give thumbs up? Please reply fast. Everything clear, guys? I will see you in the next week. Till then, please read the newspaper, all the important headlines. Every news is important. Wildlife sanctuaries are in news. Some very good, attractive terms are in news. Some mountains are in news. Please remember those things. Okay. And I'll see you next week. Prepare well, study well. Thank you.